Ricky Hatton's been talking to Daybreak. He faces the biggest fight of his life now against drugs, drinks and depression.
In an exclusive television interview with our correspondent John Stapleton, the former world champion talks frankly about why and how he's let his friends, family and his fans down so badly.
He was the nation's favourite, followed by thousands of loyal fans all over the globe. Twice a world champion and awarded an MBE, he seemingly couldn't put a foot wrong. Not until a crushing defeat against Manny Pacquiao, a humiliation he found impossible to bear.
Got knocked out in 2 rounds. Very embarrassing. Couldn't show my face for months and months on end. I was suffering really badly, so even though I've always been used to have a drink, I started drinking a little bit more. And along with the depression, you know, I think my personal life hasn't been great. My relationship with my parents, you know, hasn't been the best. And along with struggling and coping with retirement, things got on top of me and it slowly just went from bad to worse. And it ended up resulting in dabbling in other silly things, really.
Can you remember the first time you took cocaine, what the circumstances were?
I can't remember when, where, who from, I can't remember, but I do remember it will have been after the Pacquiao fight at some point.
You never took cocaine while you were boxing?
No, never.
Have you any idea how many times you've taken cocaine? How often were you using cocaine?
Could not tell you. Could not tell you. I know I've dabbled, certainly know I've dabbled, but half the time I've been that down and that much in a world of my own, whether it be through depression or drink, I could not put my hand on my heart and tell you.
A dozen occasions?
I could not tell you. All I know is that I've dabbled in it. But I've been in such a low place, such a bad place, I couldn't tell you. Half the time I could not tell you if it was cocaine.
I'm sure that people watching this interview will have a great deal of sympathy for you. But you understand, I know, that a lot of other people reading that news initially felt let down because you were a role model, particularly to kids. What have you got to say to them?
Well, sorry, I've had a wonderful career. I like to think I've brought a lot of happiness into people's lives. The support the fans have given me, even at my lowest points when I got beat by Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, I feel this has tarnished my career.
Tell me about your relationship with your mother and your father. You mentioned earlier in the interview that your relations with them and indeed your partner hadn't been that good. Are you able to tell us why that is, or do you feel free to do that?
I have a wonderful son, 9 years old, and me and his mum at times have not seen eye to eye. That's not taking anything away from her being a fantastic mother. If you spent 10 minutes in Campbell's time, you would see what a wonderful job she's done as a mother. But from a personal point of view, me and Campbell's mum have not generally seen eye to eye. And I felt where my mum and dad maybe should have been a little bit more behind me, because it's clear to see. I mean, I don't know if you're a father or not, but if you've got the chance to see your son once a week, I think you'd be a little bit upset. And my mum and dad not seen me. I mean, and then when I told them I was retiring, I got the impression they didn't really care too much. So basically, I've had no closure on what I would like to think was a wonderful career.
You're taking treatment, you're getting specialist help. It's going to be a long road, though, isn't it?
Depression is a very bad illness, and I think this will be the toughest fight of my life, and I think the fans will respect me more when I come out the other end.
But you want to say sorry to them, obviously.
Well, without a doubt, that's what I'm saying. I've upset my fans, my family, you know, everybody, you know, that has been with me from day one. Sorry is not a big enough word to what I want to say to them.